All right, so hello and welcome. Today we're going to be doing the mod installation. Okay, so I'm going to go through it very fast, be very simple, and walk you through it, and then I'll go through over some of the other mods that you may need if you want the combat to be faster, like I have shown in my overview videos, and then in my detailed explanation. Right, if you want fast hits to happen. Okay, so basically you're going to pull up my Patreon. Right, if you're a Patreon member, you have access to everything here. Right, you're going to basically select the PDF/VTT content. Okay, both basically the PDFs are there. You can click on them and open them, right? So for this example, we're just going to download it, right? And then we can open it and it's good to go, right? For the Foundry module, is a little bit different, okay? So what we're going to do is download the zip, okay? Now that we have the zip, we're going to walk you through it, okay? So first, open the zip file, okay? We're going to do the Foundry if you have it on your computer first, okay? So if you have it on your computer first, you're going to open the zip file, okay? Now, to place it in your modules folder for your regular Foundry, all we're going to do, right, is type percent app data percent, okay? Now it's going to pull up this folder, okay? You need to go back to app data. You need to click on local. You need to find Foundry VTT and click on it, right? You need to then do data, okay? Once you're in here, you now have access to your modules, okay? You click on this module, right? And all you're going to do is drag and drop. And babada boopy, you now have it installed, okay? I'll go show you this in Foundry right now. Okay, so as you can see, the folder should be right here, just like it always is, okay? There is one mod you need to get to install for yourself, right? And what it is you can do this install module thing right here is you need Scene Packer, okay? So if you type scene, you should be able to pull it up, okay? What we're looking for is library Scene Packer, okay? Once you have, I was just dumb there. Once you have this library Scene Packer installed, all you do is you press this little install button, and it will install for you right here, okay? Now that you have library Scene Packer and the combat module, okay, all you need to now do is basically fire up whatever world you want the module to be in, okay? So in this case, I'm going to run it on test 1, right? Log in and blah, 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 okay? Now we are going to manage the modules, okay? And we're going to turn on Squad Combat module. And you can see, requires a dependency, Scene Packer. You do that, press the OK button, it's going to launch them both, okay? Save module now, right? Now this screen will pop up and it says you need to import the stuff, right? Yes, I would like to import all 21 entries, okay? And now all you do to access everything, basically, because you have it all here, is if you want a simple thing, is you're going to open the battle map thing, activate right here, and here you go. Babada boopy, done for you, quick as a jiffy, okay? Now it's all working. It's the very basic. This is all you need if you don't want to mess around with any other modules and you want it like this. Perfectly acceptable. This is how this works, okay? I'm now going to go to the Forge and show you how to install it there. Okay, so now what you do from here is we have it downloaded. Go to your downloads. You have the Squad Combat zip file, right? I would suggest you just make a folder on your desktop and you drag it in there, okay? I have it as Forge, so now it is in here, okay? Close all that out. For Forge, you're going to need to do an additional step, right? All you do now is you do these. You go to your configure game options, okay? And it will pull all this stuff up. You then are going to summon the import wizard, okay? You're going to choose zip file. You're going to click browse, okay? We're going to go to our desktop and we're going to select where I put it or wherever you put it. I put it in the Forge folder just like I showed you. We're going to press open. We're going to analyze the files, okay? Babada boopy, 41 files found, import all, and it's going to do all of the stuff for you, and you have finished. Cool. That's it. You're good to go. I'll show you it in the Forge now. Okay, so for the Forge, right? I have a whole bunch of stuff installed. You don't need it. All you need to do is to make sure it's installed is you type KON, Konrad, Squad Combat thing, and you see it's right here ready to go for you, okay? The other thing you need is you can install it right here, is you need library Scene Packer, okay? And then once you get it here, you're good to go, okay? once you have all of that, I'm just going to show you it works. We're going to launch a new test world, right? We're going to do the exact same following steps we did for regular Foundry, okay? We're going to log in and we're going to do everything by every step, okay? So log in. We're going to go to our manage module section, okay? Once we have this manage module section, we're going to type, squad. We're going to press that one, okay? Requires scene packer. Press yes, okay? Now you can press this. All you do is make sure scene packer is enabled, right? And you're going to save the module. Pop it a boopy, right? It's going to reload it. It's going to say, hey, I would like to import all this stuff, right? You press yes. Cool. It's going to import everything you need from the squads, from my module. And once it's done, you should have a new battle map scene. You should have all the actors and stuff, right? And all you're going to do is open the folder for battle maps, press the activate button, and there you go. It works in the Forge now, okay? Basically, that's it. I know Forge and I know Foundry. Past that, you just need to basically put it in your modules folder. If you use some other service to hold your data, you just need to put it in the modules folder for whatever Foundry, okay? I'm now going to cut and go to some additional mods that you may want for this and how to install them, okay? Okay, so some additional mods that you may want, I have been showing off in basically all the videos that I've been using the squad combat thing, right? I'll start from the top so you can install them, right? You install them the same way, basically with the add-on module, okay? You press the install module and we're going to search for them, okay, to install them, okay? Now, I'd recommend you use all of them, so I'm going to show you all of them, okay? You can not have some of these or whatever, right? But that's up to you, okay? And remember, you don't need any of these for the module to work. The module should be working by now, right? Yeah, these are just additional things you could have, okay? So, About Face. About Face basically gives you a little directional icon on where the unit is facing if you want that, right? I do, so that's what I want, okay? And I have it installed, right? The next thing you should get is, combat enhancements, okay? So basically combat enhancements, right, gives you the ability to move the initiative tracker around and see HP on a quick on the fly instead of having to go look at the unit, okay? I very much recommend this thing so you don't, get confused, right? The next thing is you may need dynamic effects, right? It's completely dependent on if you want to use it, right? There's nothing saying you have to have it. The only thing that says you have to have it is mini QQL, which we're going to get into. So you can get dynamic effects, right? Up to you on that one. And then the next thing for About Face to work is you need lib color, okay? If it'll work. Because what it's going to do is give you the basic ability to change the little arrow to the color, right? And your module thing will tell you this when you fire it up. This is just preventing you from doing that, okay? And again, you already have library scene packer, so I mean you don't need that one because you already have scene packer, right? Yeah, so you already have scene packer. You shouldn't need it, right? The next thing is a lib wrapper. This is basically if you've played any other games, basically all these modules are building off of each other, and they're like all the prerequisites, right? So Bannerlord, for example, has like I think 5 or 6 modules you need just to basically run any mod, right? Lib wrapper is basically that, right? The next thing is mini QOL, okay? So basically what this is basically you can very fast roll, okay? As you've seen in my videos covering this topic, you can roll when I'm rolling like that and having the damage and it auto rolling for me. This is mini Q quality of life doing it for you, okay? I cannot recommend this module enough. You need this if you're gonna run big battles, okay? Socket lib is next. Basically, again, just another thing you need is for all mods, basically, right? And there it is. And then, obviously, you're going to have my squad combat module that is not actually here because you can't see it because it's a Patreon-only thing, right? And the next thing is token action HUD, okay? So what this does is basically give you a little thing where you can, on the left side of your screen, I'm going to show you all this, by the way, after this, is basically gives you a little thing on the screen and lets you drop down menu to attack things, okay? Very easy, very good to have, okay? Now I'm going to show you all these things in action. Okay, so basically how you enable all the modules is you go to your manage module, right? And then you're going to type them all out here individually. So about, face, click them on, okay? And this, if you go to the active modules, basically, this is me showing you. These are all the modules that you have now installed and that work very well with the system, okay? And now you can pause the video, do whatever you need to make sure that it looks like this, okay? Save module, right? All that stuff. Now, for you to get the system working as efficiently as possible, it's completely dependent on what you want to do. I'd recommend that you actually mess around with these settings, okay? Now, what I would recommend for you, if you want the quickest and easiest thing for MiniQQL to work, is you need to go to the module thing, configure game settings, module settings, right? And how we get there is we configure our settings, module settings. We scroll down to MiniQQL, workflow setting, quick settings, okay? Full automation, and apply. And save changes. Good to go. Now, very basic, is basically all your stuff basically works on a roll now. I know a lot of DMs change many things about QOL, and I would recommend that you go through and do it if you feel like doing it, okay? That's up to you on what you want to do there, right? But now, all these squads should be able to work as intended, right? So now we're going to select the regular squad, and this is the token action HUD working. We press the button, and you see miss, and then you see miss, and you see miss again, and you see hit, and it does the damage for you, right? And it's auto-calculating their AC and does all that stuff for you. So now you're all good to go with all of that stuff, right? Some last things I would recommend that you actually check out is there is a configure control option. And if you go to QOL, right, it'll tell you all of your stuff that you have, right? So if you like left control, you can do a critical, advantage, disadvantage, optional rule set, fast forward. There's a whole bunch of toggle the rolls. There's a whole bunch of stuff you can do, right? And it's all up to you on what you want to do there, right? Just remember there's a thing. Other than that, you should have all the mods that you would need. These are all the extra mods, right? You only need Scene Packer and you only need my module, and that's it. These are all extra mods that let you play the game basically faster. You don't have to have any of these. I just think they're useful. And these directional arrows are good, right? You can rotate your units. You can also mess with this on how you want to rotate people around, okay? And it all works in my module, and I think it's very good, okay? I hope you guys enjoyed this and found it helpful. If you have any questions, leave them in the comments below. Otherwise, come into the Discord and I will be happy to help you out there, okay? Otherwise, you people have a nice day.